Guess who's back? Back again.
Us.
Greg and Ham. Tell a friend.
Please.
Hey guys, we're back for yet another video. We actually, if we look like we're wearing the same clothes, we absolutely are. We doubled up today because we missed last week.
Well, I took my glasses off.
Well,
so
pull back the curtains there, Superman. We are reviewing, discussing last night's crazy dramatic episode of The Walking Dead, season 6, episode 3. Thank you, and spoilers ahead. Greg, kick us off here, buddy. Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Yeah.
That episode was. I was screaming at the television. I don't get that emotional normally, but that was pretty crazy. Nicholas might be the worst character on any television show ever. How many people has he gotten killed?
You know what though? The one we'll get to it. The one that runs away in the forest after accidentally shooting the other guy in the leg and then gets eaten in town.
Well, he was a wiener.
Well, yeah, so
he had nothing to do with anything.
We mentioned in the JSS review that everything happened and nothing happened.
Right.
In this episode, everything happened and yet nothing happened.
Right. This was just the meanwhile to the meanwhile.
Yeah, the meanwhile to the meanwhile. And as my girlfriend Jessica said, she said, wow, this has got to be the worst Monday anyone's ever had.
It was just like, what else could go wrong?
Yeah, when does this day end for them?
It doesn't.
And to recap, they go out to explore, having to herd the zombies away.
Yeah. The
truck falls. They have to do it on the fly. That's episode 1. Then a horn sounds. Episode 2 kicks off the wolves attacking Alexandria. Now episode 3, we're back to the folks that went out to herd the zombies away that are now trying to rush back to town, having to keep ahead of the herd, not really ahead of the herd.
It's now a herd divided. You have half the herd headed towards Alexandria, half the herd still on the path.
That's the name of my new band, by the way. A Herd Divided.
A Herd Divided, and you heard it here first. Yes.
Let me just get into some of these things. Rick says in the beginning of the episode, he pulls aside Michonne and Glenn, and he says, not all of them are going to make it back.
Right.
Which we know.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah, foreshadowing, right. And he says, no matter what's in front of you, kill it, don't stop.
Right.
Which ultimately, they do stop. Because they have compassion for folks that get injured.
Yeah.
And speaking of people injured, the one gal sprains her ankle.
Yeah.
Now she's slowing them down. One guy is talking crap about Rick, and this guy doesn't know what he's doing. That guy gets his throat bit and torn out. I mean, obviously, right?
He needed a throat rip.
Another guy, as Glenn and Michonne and Heath are killing some walkers that are in front of him, one of the guys gets bit on the back. And then the other guy, as we mentioned, gets accidentally shot in the leg as their buddy then cowards and runs, makes it to the town ahead of them and gets eaten. I mean, you keep going. Nicholas, we get into it. Nicholas commits suicide, and let's just say it. What the fuck happened to Glenn? It's been a huge debate on the internet. People are saying Glenn's not dead. The producers are being very vague about it. They're saying Glenn will be back, but not the Glenn you know. And they're making comparisons to how Rick was in season 1 versus Shane, because now Rick is very much like Shane, which I disagree with, because Rick's not trying to sleep with other people's wives and then kill their husbands. Or is he? But, I mean, I think Glenn is dead. I think that happened. What do you think?
A lot of people are saying no.
I think he died. I mean, and if they walk their way out of this,
he wasn't really giving like my insides are being ripped out of my body type faces. He was just kind of giving I'm scared and this is crazy kind of screams. Is what I was reading. I'm a master in facial feature recognition.
Sure.
I don't know if you knew that about me, but I guess I could see where that might happen. Do you think they'll tell us next week? Like, do you think that'll be like immediately? He didn't really die.
Well, to play this forward a little bit, the preview showed Morgan's backstory from when Rick last left him.
Ugh.
So we're gonna find out how Morgan got good with the staff. And speaking of Morgan, Rick gets back to the RV, trying to head in front of Glenn's group to try to meet them. And as he parks, the wolves from Alexandria that Morgan let go sneak up on him and try to kill him in the RV. Blonde Wolf is the first one in. He shoots at Rick.
Which he should have killed Rick. Really, like Rick should be dead.
Well,
let's be honest.
Rick dives out of the way. Then it's a big fist fight between him and the Blonde Wolf and another wolf that gets into the RV.
Right.
And I really thought to myself, oh man, I kind of see where this might go. What if they're going to capture him and do some really bad stuff to our dude? No, you forget. Rick was a sheriff, and he is a survivor. He threw down. He backed off. Cap, you're both dead.
Done.
There was the 3 more wolves trying to sneak around outside. Oh, by the way, I have an auto rifle. You're all dead.
Dunzo.
Wow. But again, a lot of stuff happened.
But
nothing happened.
But now we have a stranded Rick with a broken RV
being
and
overwhelmed by the herd.
Now approaching.
And going back to the foreshadowing, not all of them will make it back.
Do you think Rick dies in the RV?
I don't think Rick dies. I don't think he does. I think he gets away. Maybe the RV starts at the beginning of the next episode and he bolts out of there. Maybe he gets on top of the RV and just rides it out. But of the group of Alexandrians and the Rick's group, you know, Nicholas goes down. The one black guy survives with a bullet hole in his leg, but the gal with the sprained ankle, she dies. The guy that got bit in the back,
can I touch on that?
Yeah.
You see her going down. Why not? It might be hard to take your own life, I guess. But why didn't someone else pop her in the head so she didn't have to get eaten alive? And then the guy along the fence, they all just stand there and go, "Oh man, why not put these people out of their misery?"
First thing I said,
kind of bothered me.
First thing I said when we were watching that scene and the girl went down and she capped, and I said, use one on yourself.
Easily.
Use one on
You're done.
You're dead anyway.
You're done.
You're dead anyway. But it's a horror genre drama show. They want to show people getting ripped apart.
Sure. That's what That's what we pay to see, right?
So it's interesting to see where is this going to go.
Yeah.
Alexandria seemed to have survived the attack on the wolves. Are there more wolves out there? We don't know.
Well, there's also a herd heading towards them.
A herd heading towards them, and the worker bees are all scattered and or dead on the outside.
We'll have to find out next week.
On the next new episode of The Walking Dead, which will be 90-minute episode.
Is it?
Should be interesting.
Okay. Looking forward to that.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
On Twitter, this gentleman is on the reg _Greg.
I like how we do that.
I am at Hamby San Diego. You can watch all of our videos, including our taste testing videos.
We got some more of those coming at you soon, too.
We do have some more of those.
And, thank you, everybody that submits foods for us to try.
Yeah,
That's
people
awesome.
are liking.
Awesome.
Thank you. YouTube.com/HambyPlaysGames. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.